welcome back to the Comics family. Come and join us as we dive into this week's new releases for Wednesday, the 20th of September. It is actually finally getting chilly and autumny. I think summer might be over now.
It's not cold.
It's cold compared to what it has been. Like last week, we were saying how ridiculously hot it still was.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like it when it's that hot. I like it hot. I don't like it when it's that hot.
Yeah, it was like high 20s, 30 last week. It was a bit ridiculous.
I mean, it's been a little bit windy today, but
it's been really windy. It's been cold enough that I've busted out the jumper. Little man wore his school jumper for the first time since he's gone back to school today.
No, he didn't. He carried his school jumper and didn't put it on.
No, he put it on when he left the house.
Pretty sure he did.
He was wearing it when he left the house after a tantrum about putting it on. He was wearing it when he left the house.
Anyway. Other than us talking about Little Man and his jumper issues and the fact that it's still a little bit warm but windy, why don't you grab yourself a coffee, ready out some snacks, and join us as we dive into this week's new comics.
Yes, and it is back to being a hot coffee. It's not warm enough for cold coffee now.
She says that after she's just finished a cold coffee.
Yeah, but hot coffee. Anywho,
coffee and alcohol.
Jumping into this week's releases, we are starting off with Wolverine number 37. This is a retailer appreciation variant, which is one per store, and it comes polybagged. So we are clearly not going to get that in the UK.
Yeah,
it looks like a nice cover, though.
I mean, the only store you might get that from would be a Forbidden Planet, London, or
like
somewhere.
A big store.
Yeah, a big franchise store.
But yeah, that does look like quite a nice cover.
That is a nice cover. That's a very nice cover.
It's a bit
especially
weird.
For those Wolverine fans out there like me. I mean, I'd love to have that book, but I'm not going looking for it, and I guarantee it's going to be between 30 and 70 quid, I reckon.
It says on there $5.
Yeah, it says on there
$5 in America.
If it's one per store and it's polybagged, there's no way they're selling that book for $5.
No, but it'll be interesting.
How much do you need to suck off your local LCS to keep that one book for you?
Yeah.
Okay, no ideas.
It will be interesting when we watch the Comics Den's new comic book day tomorrow to see if their shop gets it.
Of course they're going to get it. They're massive.
Yeah, true. That is massive. But to see if they've even still got it by the time he gets there and see how much it is going for, because he will probably mention it if he can find it. So.
Yeah, we'll see. I guarantee they'd get more than one copy. Anyway, moving on to the one book I am very excited for, and I've been waiting a while for this, because if, like me, you were a massive fan of the Predator movies as a child, and I do mean Predator 1 and 2, not the other trash they brought out, and a big fan of the X-Men cartoons of Wolverine, and you're bringing the universe's greatest hunter against the animal that is Wolverine. Oh my days.
I'm just amused by the fact that you said as a child watching Predator. How old were you when you were watching Predator? Because that is not a kid film. 10? That is not a child-friendly film.
It was a me child-friendly film.
Yeah, it explains a lot about you.
I wasn't the only one. I watched this film with your Paul.
Friends. Yeah, it explains a lot about him as well.
Well, you heard it here.
Neither of you were right in the head.
We love good films, and the original Predator is a great film. So if this book is trash, I'm hunting down someone at Marvel and I'm going to kill them. But this is a key to it from Key Collectors themselves. It's going to be $8. So it's about $7.50 over here. And it's just got that very, obviously it's got 20th Century Studios, that movie poster-esque about it.
Why is Wolverine...
He's in the Weapon X gear.
Oh, I was going to say, why is he virtually naked?
Because it looks like he's just, obviously in the Canadian wilds, and it looks like he's just been turned into Weapon X. So he's at his most feral and ferocious point, and the Predator's just turned up. Oh, somebody's getting fucked up. It's not me. And there was
Depends on how it turns out.
Variants for that, and I know there's a Scotty Young.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll
look at that later. One. Yes, let's have a look at that in a little while. Anyhow, next, coming to us from Sumerian Comics, we have the Blackout Bombshell number 1.
Sumerian Comics.
A private investigator woke up from a night of heavy drinking, wondering what had happened that led him to being hired to solve an important case and exactly how he was going to succeed in completing the job.
We've all been there. We've all been heavily intoxicated and wake up the next day and go, how the fuck did I get this job?
Yeah, I'm like, he got shit-faced and can't remember how he got employed to do a job. That's
Not just any job. He's a private investigator.
Yeah, but he's like, I know he remembers enough to know that he has a job, like a case to work on, but not how he got it or how he's going to go about it because he was too drunk at the time he did it.
Sounds like a private investigator to me.
That just sounds like really bad business sense.
But it's a key to week because someone's read that and went, ooh, it's really good.
Maybe it's better than that is leading me to believe, but I'm not really feeling it.
No. And then we have Case of the Bleeding Wall, issue number 1. I cannot see where that's come from. I'll have a look in a minute. But this is a 4-issue limited series about Dana and Jana, a pair of supernatural sleuths.
Dana and Jaina. Wow.
Jana?
I'd say Jaina.
Jana, okay. This is from Dead Sky.
Tell me they're going to be like identical twins.
In the world of terror is our business. The Case of the Bleeding Wall. I mean, it's a very artsy cover. So it's not a bad cover.
It looks like it's set in Rome with the Colosseum in the background.
I think I thought that was Basildon.
Don't be a twat.
I can't help it. But, I mean, it's not a terrible cover.
It's not a terrible cover. It just sounds like a really...
Yeah.
Someone read it and tell me that they are identical twins. Because that is clearly like... If you're going to have identical twins, you name them something that rhymes or it's alliterative or it's like...
I mean, from that alone, I mean, you could go into League of Geeks and they'll give you a bit more info, but just from that and from the cover, it's not piquing my interest. I'm not going to suggest anyone go out and buy it.
No, it sounds shit.
And then, talking about more shit, here's one for you.
Hexagon Bridge number 1. It sounds like an architecture magazine.
Well, this is from Image. So,
a couple find themselves trapped in a strange parallel dimension inhabited by mischievous entities, and their only hope of rescue is their clairvoyant daughter and a sentient robot.
Sounds more like they're trapped in childcare. Like a nursery or something.
Mischievous entities.
Yep.
Talking robots. Yep. Yeah, it does sound like a nursery.
Sounds like a heap of shit.
Why is it called Hexagon Bridge?
I don't bloody know. Why don't you ask Richard Blake? Oi, Richard Blake, if you're watching this, why is it called Hexagon Bridge, you twat?
I'm like, especially with the cover as well, it literally looks like it should be some kind of like
maybe they cross some kind of fucking dodgy floating bridge thinking they're Indiana Jones and they end up in some paranormal universe where they're attacked by weird toddlers.
It doesn't say they're attacked, it just says it's inhabited by mischievous entities.
Sounds like toddlers to me.
Yeah. But that cover, it looks like some kind of textbook.
Yes.
It looks like an architecture textbook.
It
how
does.
how to build a hexagonal bridge.
But
in 502 easy steps.
I'm going to move on before she cracks on more about the hexagonal bridge. And move on to Jack Kirby's Star Warriors. This is a one-shot remastered reprint of Jack Kirby's first space epic, Adam Star and the Solar Legion. Again, this is from Image. Obviously, Jack Kirby died before Image was around. I'm pretty sure he died before Image was around. And
how they have the rights to it then, I don't quite know.
His family. They bought something from the family. Whatever they offered them enough money just to reprint his work. But obviously, back in the day, this was comic book art because Jack Kirby is the original.
Yes,
artist.
that does look like it. That looks very 60s, 70s styly.
So, if you're a Jack Kirby fan, if you're into your retro art, this is one for you.
That looks like a really weird looking alien.
I mean, he did draw
I
some
can't
weird
decide
shit.
if they're like flappy ears or pigtails, but yeah.
It's Dobby's descendant.
Yeah.
I know Dobby's dead. I forgot about it.
It's a ancestor. That's what you're trying to think of.
No, it would have been ancestor. This is in the future.
Oh, is it?
First space epic. Could be space past. I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Anywho, we have Junior Baker, the Righteous Faker, #1. 5-issue limited series about a gonzo journalist chasing superhuman stories in a world that's left superheroes behind. I'm assuming a gonzo journalist is something, not a Muppet journalist, because that's where my mind has just gone to.
Now I've got Muppet Baby stuck in my head.
It's a Muppet journalist.
Well, what is a gonzo journalist? Is he? He's just in this journalism for things from the past.
Hang on. Not only that, look at the people that have made this. Casey, Harris, Wooten, and Quackenbush. That is like the best surname I've heard in a while.
And she works in the hospital.
Quackenbush. That's my fun night. Screw the books. I don't care about the book.
Oh.
Tell me more about Quackenbush.
I mean, we can look him up on Keyclick.
I am going to have to. I need to know more about.
Before I have to remove her from the room, let's move on with.
The most exciting thing about that book is the dude's name.
I'm sure it's not. And someone read that book and tell me if it's good, or if I should really pick up just because of Quackenbush. Anyway, moving on before she loses it, we have the left hand path. Stop it. Returning to their homeworld, a deep space crew investigates the ship that crashed there. Killing everything and what they need inside is a paradox that seems to have no center. Shut up about the frickin' bush. This is another one from Dead Sky, and this is just a one shot.
What happens if you take the right hand path?
You're not in Quackenbush's house.
Oh.
I mean, that doesn't appeal to me.
No, literally in no way. So far, none of
that cover's so
blur.
Yeah, it's been done how many times where you've got the bloke in the plague suit, if you like?
Yeah. That just looks blah.
Anyway, coming at you from Boom Studios, if she's...
Rare Flavours #1. Is it about an ice cream shop?
We'll find out, yeah.
A demonic Rakshasa has a dream to be the next Anthony Bourdain, and to achieve this, he enlists a filmmaker to document the people and cuisine of India. But the creature has darker motives than what's on the surface. What's a Rakshasa?
I don't know. Google it later. Or Google it now. And inform.
To be fair, of the randomness of the books, at least it is about cooking. There's a comic book about cooking. I feel like this would appeal to you.
Not when it's demonic, because clearly it's going to be some kind of...
Like
I would say Hannibal Lecter, but
I was going to say the Rare Flavours are going to turn out to be like
the people. Yeah. So the demonic Rakshasa has a dream to be the next Anthony Bourdain and achieve this.
Of all of the different, chefs for him to pick, yeah. Oh, in Hindu mythology, it's a type of demon or goblin. Rakshasas have the power to change their shape at will and appear as animals, as monsters, or in the case of the female demons, as beautiful women.
Well, so this one it's just fucking appears as a fat dude.
It's just some kind of Hindu mythological demon.
Who appears like a fat dude.
Who appears like a fat guy that wants to be... Well, who trusts a skinny chef? You don't trust a skinny chef.
Thank you.
So that's why he's a fat guy, so that you trust him and eat his people food. People food.
Moving on, we have Rumpus Room #1. Oh my God, stop it. A billionaire with a hideous skin condition can only control the disease with a face cream harvested from human beings who are sent to their doom in his Rumpus Room. Oh my fucking word, what's going on with these books this week? Who is picking this keys?
So
Oh, look, here's my cream in my romper's room to fucking murder you with.
here is the special face. I can only treat my hideous skin condition with a face cream made of people.
No, I'm going to say that.
It says face cream harvested from here. All right,
I'm saying, yeah,
hang on.
I mean, I'm assuming he
I'm
killed
trying
him.
to think what else they might be harvesting that looks white and creamy that he's going to put on his face.
She had to go there. Of course, this
You're
is
the
from
one that said that
AWA.
they weren't killing him, so they're harvesting it somehow.
What's with the cuddly teddy and zebra?
Ted went
Again,
rogue.
this is another book. The Rumpus Room, I believe, needs to go in the Rumpus pile because...
I just really like the word rumpus.
Oh. It just sounds shit. I'm sorry. It sounds crap.
Are
The
we
last
in some?
3 or 4 books we've had here
Are we in
have
some
been
kind of
dog shit.
weird, sleep deprived hallucination of
Shit books.
ridiculousness?
I don't know, but let's carry on because now we're getting
Am I
into books
awake?
I've heard of.
Maybe I'm not.
Oh my god.
I don't know anymore because this is just so weird. Anyway, something is killing the children. Number 33. I still don't like the idea of this book. It makes me sad.
Michael, something's killing the children.
Yes. This is a variant cover art by Christian Ward.
That's a nice cover though.
Is it?
Yes.
She's covered in blood and her eyes are squiffy, and I can't work out if part of her head's missing or if it's just meant to be the light.
It's beautiful. I mean, it looks like she's just been shot in the head, so...
Yeah, I'm like, is that meant to be the light, or is she like being shot in the head?
I think it is the light.
She looks a bit like.
I've never read Something's Killing Children, but I know it's got a nice following behind it.
Her eyes are a very pretty colour. That's probably the nicest thing I can say about that.
That's probably the souls of all the children that she killed.
Is she the thing that's killing the children?
I don't know, because like I just said, I haven't read these books.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh, look, a franchise I've heard of.
Moving on to Dark Horse Comics is The Witcher, Wild Animals #1. Again, this is another 4-issue limited series.
Do I get to see topless Henry Cavill in it?
No, because he's no longer The Witcher. It's Liam Hemsworth now. My divorce papers are in the post.
Maybe I'll have to see. I haven't even watched a TV series, but you know, the thought of Henry
topless a lot on that.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's naked in it a bit as well.
I've heard.
Anyway, we have The Witcher, Wild Animals. I mean, that's not a bad cover.
No.
Apart from the dead walls, but
it looks very Game of Thronesy. Game of Thrones-y.
Like she said, she's never watched the show.
I've never watched The Witcher, no, but
yeah,
that cover looks very Eddard Stark surrounded by his direwolves.
Is that because he's dead?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Sean Bean
to
never
the world
survives.
of DC.
Finally,
Not sure I'll say Sean Bean survives.
We have Batman, Superman, the world's finest, number 19. This has made it onto the keys of the week because it is the origin of world's finest Batman and Superman team up.
Oh shit.
So yeah, this is literally them. Considering it's number 19, they're only just giving you the origin. Surely the origin is number 1.
Unless it's just number 1 starts with them and they've been together for a while.
Thing. Yeah.
They've already been super lovers for a while.
But you'd think that
not a bad cover though. Why don't you kill this douche? Sorry.
I know it's the way they've drawn him, but that is a very flattering Superman.
Right, okay. I see where you go now.
There's quite the bulge in those little red, tiny white, tidy reddies.
Oh my days. Moving on is Catwoman issue number 57, and this is a variant cover art by Rian Gonzalez.
I quite like that.
Yeah,
I don't dislike it. I like the little fat cat.
I knew that was coming.
You know what I'm like? I find a cover with a cat on it and I'm like, cat. That's a little happy fat cat. It's my kind of cat. And the little face is pulling. It's like,
Yes, because that cat's wondering what the hell he's doing there.
Yes, possibly. It does look very startled,
Yeah.
but it's a very cute cat.
Oh.
Anywho, next we have Green Lantern War Journal #1. This is the premiere issue. That's all they have to say about it.
Yes. Not the most in depth, is it?
No. What's happened to that dude's face? His jaw's like,
You know, he's a Green Lantern. He's been beaten up quite a few times.
like that side's flat, and then that side. I'm sure it's just the shading,
Maybe
but it makes it look like his jaw's been like shoved across. Don't like that cover.
Fuck you, Green Lantern. Anyway,
the face doesn't look quite right.
sticking with DC, we have Superman issue #6, and this is the first appearance of the Chained, a Doomsday level threat. Ooh.
You like threats to Superman?
I do like threats to Superman, but I know that Doomsday was the biggest threat. So if it's a Doomsday level threat and he's chained up, sounds like it could be one for any of you Superman fans out there. Because I'm not buying another one.
No.
Well, I don't like that cover.
No. She looks like these people look okay, but his jaw is like ridiculous.
The whole thing looks ridiculous. But then there was a variant cover by Acetate.
Acetate.
I
think it's meant to be just like an acetate cover. Now that is a nicer cover.
That is a nicer cover.
That's quite a nice Clark Kent turning into Superman. Very classic.
And then I'm assuming you move it and
maybe
you get Superman.
Yeah, because look, you can sort of see.
Yeah,
I think it goes from to, but yeah, like simple, classic. I like it. As an art piece, I like that cover. I don't want Superman, but as it goes.
No, she'd like Henry Cavill or Liam Hemsworth.
Well, you know, we've got double Henry Cavill because we've got The Witcher and Superman. He's played both.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on. We have Wonder Woman #1. This is the first appearance of Emily, an Amazon, and the first full appearance of the Sovereign.
A new era begins. I'm going to see it in a second, like the Art Joan variant of this.
Yes, I was going to say, I can see that there's a variant that is next on the list.
Yeah, so
it's not that's
the A cover.
That's like a very classic, like 80s Wonder Woman, like 70s, 80s Wonder Woman cover.
And here we have
that's
the Art Joan. That is very nice.
Oh, I might need that. That's a nice cover. I do like my Art Joan covers.
I like my Art Joan covers, but the way you said that then was a little bit like intense. Like, ooh, I need that.
Yeah, that's a nice cover.
I need some German in my life. That is a nice cover.
And to be fair, the fact that there's a new Amazon called Emily.
Yeah.
It tickles me. Although not spelt the same. That's EME.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Except for the fact that that's how my cousin thinks Little Miss spells her name. She, bless her, she always spells it wrong.
Moving on, finally into the world of Marvel, we have a new Captain America, issue #1, Past, Present and Future Collide, as a man out of time reckons with an existential threat determined to set the world on a darker path at any cost. And it's written by this guy, because I'm not even going to try and say his name.
Straczynski.
There we go.
J. Michael Straczynski.
And that's why I keep you around.
I have my uses.
Yeah.
They are few and far between, but they are there.
It's not a bad Captain America cover.
No, that's not bad. It
doesn't pull me into.
No, it's a very classic Captain America cover, isn't it? It's like scrappy little Steve.
Yeah.
Versus
gang of bullies or whoever, and then you've got Captain America.
Yeah, I can.
You can dig it.
Yeah. I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but
anyway.
Anyhow, sticking with Marvel, next we have Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad #1. Okay. This is the first appearance of D Squad, a team of droids led by R2-D2. Okay, that doesn't sound like the D Squad sounds ridiculous, but I do love some R2. I don't do Star Wars, but one of my favourite bits of Star Wars is the cute little droids. They are cute. Like R2-D2 and BB-8 are just cute. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Beep. Beep.
I think someone said too much sugar today.
Haven't though. Possibly had too much coffee.
No. Anyway, moving on. Before she starts beep, boop, 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 booping again, we've got Uncanny Spider-Man #1. This is the 5-issue limited series with Nightcrawler as the Spider-Man of New York City.
Interesting.
It is interesting, and I'm on the fence with this one.
Spider-Man that can go poof. Teleporting Spider-Man.
Yes, because if anyone who doesn't know who Nightcrawler is, he's the guy that goes poof
He does. He goes poof.
and leaves cotton candy everywhere.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't actually leave cotton candy. No, he doesn't leave
No, he
cotton
just
candy.
does like little
Poofs. Well, I am intrigued by this one, so.
Yeah, I like his power though. That's a cool power. I'd like to be
teleport?
Yeah, I'd like to be able to teleport.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go poof.
But would you want to be looking like a Nightcrawler?
Maybe not. It might scare my patience a bit.
More beds when they're all dead.
To be fair, transport aren't going to get you home in time. Wait a minute. Hold on tight.
Moving on.
Is there a weight limit to how much you can teleport?
No.
There we go. Rachel's random question of the week. Is there a weight limit?
No.
So he could like teleport.
Within reason, yeah.
Okay. Next we have What If Dark Carnage #1. What if Cortland Cassidy also merged with a symbiote? I'm assuming that is someone related to Cletus. No? Why are you judging?
You're like the best Sherlock Holmes detective in the world ever.
You are being a twat.
I'm being a twat.
I can't even tell you if Cortland is meant to be male or female. I'm assuming it's a bloke.
I'm assuming this is Cortland because this is Cletus.
Right.
I'm assuming this is Cortland.
His brother, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know who Cortland is. We'll go with brother.
You made it sound like I was being a moron. But no, actually, you don't know who that person is either.
Who do you think Cortland Cassidy was going to be? The fucking sheriff of the police down the road?
He might be.
The mayor of the town?
For all you know, he might be. Just because his brother's a psycho murderer doesn't mean that he's not an upstanding pillar of the community.
He's still called Cassidy.
Yeah.
He's clearly a fucking relative. Anyway, What If Dark Carnage? I mean, that's a nice cover. Apart from... Someone read this and tell me how they're related just so we can stop this fucking argument. I mean, people probably don't watch this now for the books. It's just the back and forth.
Probably.
So,
finally, we've reached the end.
You got the X-Men Annual issue #1, and this is a Contest of Chaos crossover with Captain Marvel and Cyclops.
It's all the C's.
It is.
Contest of Chaos crossover.
This one
Captain
doesn't
Marvel.
appeal to me, to be honest. I'm not going to get that.
No?
No.
But you like Cyclops.
You like Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
It's not pulling me in. Because, just to be honest, his laser beams aren't going to fucking whoop her, are they?
No.
All the power she's got.
But you never know. They might make something weird happen.
They'll probably just end up banging it at the end of it.
Yeah. He does like his powerful women.
He does indeed. Anyway, that's the keys of the week. So bear with us. And we'll take you over to our pull list and then we'll have a look at what other releases are this week.
Okay, so our relatively long pull list this week, although we do have quite a lot of multiples on here and what have you. So we are kicking it off with Alpha Flight #2. I did not remember that you were collecting Alpha Flight again.
Yeah, just for the nostalgia and the fact that Alpha Flight was the first proper series I started collecting.
Okay. Rebel Alliance. North Star, Aurora, Nemesis, and Fang must be stopped. But what are these former Alpha Flight heroes up to that's unleashed the fury of Department H and their all-new weapon, the Box Sentinels? Box Sentinels.
That's not a ship. They're not.
Oh, okay. I imagine that they come in little boxes.
Yeah.
Or that they sit in little boxes and they're like, I'm watching you. I'm being a sentinel in a box.
No.
Okay.
That's not what happens at all. Anyway, that's the A cover, which is
It's not bad.
not bad. And we have the Baldari variant.
That's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's giving me very Disney vibes.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's not Emma Frost up the top, but it looks a bit like it should be.
No, it's Snowbird.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we have this conversation every time.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
And then we have the homage to Alpha Flight issue 1 from the original William. Not.
Yes. I assumed not the one that came out a month ago.
Well, there's more than one. This isn't the second volume. This is the 4th or 5th volume.
Yeah, but Alpha Flight number 1, you said the original. I assumed you didn't mean Alpha Flight number 1 of this run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Alpha Flight. It might not be a great series for most to collect. I just collect it because it's...
Because this is the one with like
nostalgia.
Captain Canada and the other, like
No.
the knockoff Wolverine and stuff, wasn't it?
No. So we have Vindicator, Snowbird, Puck, and then I can't remember what was that.
I swear when we looked at like the first one, I was
North
like,
Star, Aurora, Fang, which is Dakin, as many of you will remember, is Wolverine's son,
all right.
and Shaman, I believe, is that one,
Okay. I'm smiling and nodding.
and Box Signals. Yeah, she's always smiling and nodding. Yeah, good husband. Anyway, here's a book that we definitely will be collecting. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 34. Spider-Man's hunt continues. Who is Peter's next victim? The penultimate chapter of a story you'll never forget. That's a nice A cover.
Why has he got victims?
Because Craven tried to bring back the Green Goblin and gave all the Green Goblin sins to Spidey and made him mad. Mad is in crazy, not
Crazy,
mad as in,
not angry.
You poked me with a big stick.
That is a really nice cover. I like that cover, to be fair.
That one.
Yeah, that's very...
yeah.
I thought that was a Momoko, to be fair. That's very...
it's like a Gleason.
Momoko-esque.
No,
it looks kind of along the lines of the Momoko Green Goblin that we've got.
I don't see it at all.
No? Okay.
No. Okay. Plenty of variant
That
colours
is a
here.
lot of variants.
Ramita Junior and Ramita Senior version variant. Okay.
Maybe it's a homage to Ramita Senior.
Maybe.
Done by his son. The Sinister Six cover.
Yeah, I like that.
Quite nice.
Then we've got the Gleason variant. Not bad. Not terrible. It's not.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The Comic Kingdom Creative McTeague variant.
A carnagized black cat.
Yeah.
That's quite a nice cover.
Is that because she's still in diamonds galore?
She's so shiny. She does like her shiny shinies.
The Johnson variant. The Gold Goblin Spidey. That's not bad.
Not bad. Preferring the A cover to that one.
The Lobos Virgin variant. Spider-Woman.
Like a venomized Spider-Woman.
That's not bad.
No, not bad. Interesting.
Yeah. Let's give it more review than just a quick peeking.
Yeah, it's quite a nice cover.
It's quite a nice cover.
It does look like she's only it looks like her suit doesn't have any legs. It looks like it's just a...
Oh, I think it's just where the venom is,
yeah.
Don't know.
And then there's a black cat.
I got a black cat from all of these.
Yeah.
And again, that's a nice...
I like that,
Yeah,
but again...
there's a cat in it.
There is a cat in it. And I do like the black cat covers. There's been some really nice black cat variant covers that you just can't get over here at the moment, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they've been random...
Painfully.
Yeah, they've been random variants that, unfortunately, I have just not been able to get in the UK, which is very disappointing.
Very true.
Anyhow, next we have another one of yours. You will notice I do not have a lot on the list this week.
She never does.
It's a nice cheap, yeah, but like some weeks I have a similar amount to you. This week I think I've got one. So this is big game number 3. Nemesis is murdering his way through all your favourite Millerworld characters. The
Yeah, he is.
Chrononauts are down. Chrononauts. But now
They're
Kick-Ass...
time astronauts, if you like.
Okay. But now Kick-Ass, Hit Girl and Huck are in his sights. Will the Kingsman spy organisation be able to stop him before he follows through on his master's wishes to wipe out every single super off the face of the earth?
Right. I have been reading this and I have recommended it to everyone. If you've liked the Nemesis series, or if you've not read the Nemesis series, go out and read it. For the Millerworld, I'm assuming most of you have probably seen the Kick-Ass films, Hit Girl, the Kingsman.
Yeah,
films.
I quite liked Kingsman. It was weird,
this book
but
brings it all full circle, brings it all together, and then they throw Nemesis in there, and he kills everyone. The ambassadors, you've got the Night King or something. What these 3 guys are on the cover here, or the 2, I don't know who that is, but they're a team of vampires.
oh,
But like teenagers get vampire powers and use them for good rather than evil.
And run around in wrestler costumes?
I think they're Mexican. So there's a reason for it. I haven't read that series, but I'm intrigued because the other Mark Millar series are really good.
Okay.
And Nemesis is killing everyone, so yeah. So we've got a black and white variant.
Pepe Larraz.
And then the Travis Charist variant. Who I believe this is the ambassadors.
Okay, hence they're all from different countries.
Yes. Or should I say, this was the ambassadors.
So there's an Irish one.
There's the Irish one.
I'm assuming that's the Irish one.
Is Irish or Indian? No, some.
No.
So you got an
orange,
Australian
white,
one?
and green.
Puerto Rico?
Poland?
Possibly. French? Jamaican?
Brazilian.
South Korean? Brazilian. Yeah. So the thing with the ambassadors is they're superheroes, but they download their powers for a short period of time.
Yeah.
In Big Game issue 2, Nemesis gets hold of those powers.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Not for them!
So they have no powers.
This is Nemesis, by the way, in the background.
Oh. So they have no powers.
They do have powers when they're given to them, but they don't.
They're normal people who...
Honestly, I only read this because I liked the Nemesis series and I thought, I'll read it and see what it is. Oh, I fucking love this series. It's amazing.
Okay.
Get out there and read it.
We're getting very excited.
It's a good series. I feel like my love for this should make other people go, oh, I want to read it. Stop judging me.
I'm not judging you.
Anyway, we have Court of Carnage, Misery number 5, A Fight Against Madness. The new symbiotic monstrosity called Madness inadvertently forced Liz Allen to bond to the all-new Misery symbiote, changing both her life and the world of the symbiotes forever. Imbued with all the superpowers and personalities of the Life Foundation symbiotes and more, Madness is a symbiotic force unlike any other in the Marvel Universe. There is nowhere that Liz Allen can go where Madness cannot follow. No one she can ask for help, who Madness can destroy, and nothing she can do to stop the brutality of its onslaught.
I feel like that is a euphemism for mental health.
Yeah.
And that looks like Billy Piper.
It does, yes, I'll give you that, yeah.
Literally, I'm guessing it's Liz Allen, but it looks like Billy Piper.
Yeah. It does. Now you've pointed it out, it looks like it. I mean, she's really got some stuff in her mouth as well.
I feel like if they did a live action version, that's who they'd have to get to play Liz Allen.
I hope not.
Next, we have Deadpool Bad Blood number 4. Battle Royale, pool style. Has Wade met his match against Venom Pool and Thumper? The bunny.
We've had this again. I'm not going through it.
Can Deadpool survive the depths of Killville even with Wolverine and Spider-Man by his side? Thumper makes a bold move to consolidate power. I'm sure we have, but I'm still thinking of the bunny out of Bambi.
So there's the A cover. This is obviously Venom Pool. who I believe was just for a game series, but he's now made his way into the comics. This is Thumper, because he likes to thump you.
He likes to hit things, okay.
Yeah.
Decidedly
He's
less
Deadpool's
cute
childhood friend who decides to go for experiments to be like Deadpool.
So he's Bambi?
Basically.
He's the little Bambi?
What, Deadpool?
Yeah.
And then another Liefeld variant.
With feet.
With feet. I knew that was coming. That's not a bad cover. I quite like that.
No, what he's got with his son between his legs, I don't quite know, but yeah.
His son between his legs.
It's Cable, not Deadpool's son.
No, he's Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Cable's his best friend.
Ah. Well, still. As much as I like my friends, I wouldn't really want them between my thighs.
No, I don't want between your thighs either. That's weird. Anyway, I'm going to move on to Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 6. The origin of Groupfall. 1 year ago, the Guardians are more than a team. They were the Galaxy superheroes. Now the Guardians are outlaws. Guns for hire, roaming the frontier in the hopes of stopping one of their own. How did the Guardians fall apart, and what changed Groot into the monster he is now? The untold story is finally revealed. Thank fuck for that. I've been waiting long enough. I swear this book's been delayed as well.
Is it?
It seems like more than the usual 4 weeks.
I don't know.
I like the cover. I like the shattered mirror effect, and then you've got the Guardians and
the Guardians
Western
and the
version.
Wild West.
Yeah, it's more Serenity. They're roaming the wilds of space.
Oh.
It's like I get Serenity vibes. Obviously, Serenity, the TV series, for anyone that wonders what I'm talking about. Or Firefly, as it was called then. And then the Momoko variant, which I have tagged for you, but I'm not sure if you're going to get it because you don't look that impressed.
I found Howard the Duck weird.
He is weird, he's an alien. That is the...
It's a Momoko, and I like Momokos, but it would be buying it just because it's a Momoko, not because I like it.
So I'm going to take it off the list because you don't feel like...
I'm not really feeling
you're loving it. But here is one that you will be feeling.
Yes. I still haven't read the second one. But I did enjoy the first one. So, this is Hawk Girl number 3.
Tell us why you enjoyed the first one.
I just found it quite intriguing. And again, I think there's a cat in it. It's been a little while. I've had a small amount of sleep since I read the first one. But it piqued my interest enough that I am keeping going. It's Hawks versus Owls as Kendra soars to Gotham. Batman may have discovered a clue about Hawkgirl's new foe, and she's brought Galaxy and Argus as backup. Hawkgirl will need all the help she can get as she tangles with the Croc Block street gang moments after arriving, only to rise to the skies and face the court of owls and a small army of talons.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's just talk about the cover before you rip the shit out of the book.
No. I'm not ripping the shit out of the book.
Is that the description?
I'm more like the court of owls.
They're actually quite famous in DC. Mainly because the member of the court of owls looks like a big owl.
Okay.
Not an actual owl, but the way his hair's done and his facial features. He's human, but he looks like a fucking owl.
Oh.
The court of owls, that's who.
Oh.
Anyway, here's some there's some variants for you. This is the Derek Chew Castle variant.
That's alright. I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but it's alright.
Yeah. This one I like. Pablo
Villalobos. Yeah, I quite like that one.
What I said. The
I don't know whether
Heritage Month.
I don't know whether you'd get that over here.
No, I don't think you would. Is this one in
cover C? So
possibly,
sometimes you get cover C's over here. Yeah. No, I quite like that one. I think that's my favourite of the covers.
And here's the 1 in 25, the Manipul.
No, I'm not such a fan of that one, to be fair.
No,
I think the cover C, if I can get it, is my choice.
This one, yeah.
Of the options for this one, yeah.
Cool. I'll re-message our local dealer.
If you happen to have that one, can I have that one?
So then, carrying on the Loki line, is Loki takes to Midgard with Bullseye's target on his back. The third charge of
Naglfar.
that one has fallen to Midgard and straight into the hands of someone who can make even the most mundane objects into lethal weapons, but with unknown mythic power at Bullseye's fingertips, and Loki caught in the crosshairs. How will our favourite trickster reclaim the final piece of his cursed ship? And what is the price of such power?
I really need to catch up with this.
I have caught up with this.
I think it's just the last one I haven't read. I've read 1 and 2.
And here you go.
I should add it to my reading time.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I have been enjoying this series. There's no variants.
There are no variants, but to be fair, I quite like that one.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It is all right. But I think it was just the first one that had variants, wasn't it? I think the rest of them haven't had
Maybe because it
variants.
was the first series.
Yeah.
But then, going back to it.
Do you want to talk about Predator versus Wolverine? Do you want to read this one?
No, I'll let you do it.
So, Predator versus Wolverine, number 1. The thrill is the kill. The bloodthirsty saga you've been waiting for. You have. Wolverine has lived one of the longest and most storied lives in Marvel Comics history. Now witness the untold greatest battles of Logan's life against a predator. One
Yowja.
seeks the greatest prey in existence and finds it in Weapon X. From the blood-ridden snows of the Canadian wilderness to the sword-slinging streets of Madripoor, Wolverine and a predator break everything in their paths on their way to the ultimate victory, or glorious death. Superstar writer Benjamin Percy brings the bloodiest hunters in all pop culture to their knees.
Right, Benji, you better not fuck this up. I've got your name now. If this book's bad, I'm coming for you. But yeah, we obviously spoke about the A cover. I like the A cover.
Yeah.
It's a nice
Yes, and
artwork.
yeah.
We've got the 1 in 100. Not going to get that over here. But if you are in America,
That looks like quite a cool cover.
that is quite a nice cover, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a cool cover.
That'll be an expensive cover, just so you know.
$7.99.
I'm going to stop saying these things now. Here we have it. Not version. Yeah.
Still $7.99.
Yeah, much prefer the version.
Yeah.
This is the Inhucley variant, the 1 in 50. Again,
that's quite cool.
$7.99. That is quite cool.
That is quite a cool cover.
I think I still prefer the A cover so far. Who else have we got? This is the Beyond Barons variant. That's nice. That is a nice cover. You don't seem all that.
It is quite a nice cover, yes.
I'm still
aiming
towards it, are you?
Yeah.
The Tyler Kirkham variant.
That's quite cool.
That is quite cool.
That is quite a cool cover.
Micone Predator homage. It's obviously homage to Wolverine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you've got
the
Wolverine version of it.
Yeah, you've got the Wolverine flip on it. It's obviously the homage to the McFarlane covers.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible Hulk. I can't remember what fucking issue it is. It does make it. Here is the McNiven variant. That's not bad.
Yeah. Got his out.
Oh, keep doing to yourself. And then we have a Peach Momoko variant.
I quite like that.
Really? For me, it's a big no. But then you like Momoko's art.
Yeah.
And I do like Momoko's art. There's a lot of it I do like, but this one is not for me.
She's managed to make it, distinctly less gory.
We've got a Segovia variant. Of course she has. Which isn't bad.
Which is him stabbing the predator in the head.
To be fair, he's going to recover from that. He ain't recovering from that.
Yeah.
Wolverine wins. I've just spoiled the book. Damn you, Benji. And then, the man himself, Mr. Scotty Young. That is definitely coming home with me.
So long as we can get it, yes. Yeah.
Make sure I get it, Jamie.
Yeah, to be fair, that is a Angry little Wolverine.
Yeah. That's a great cover.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably my favourite of them.
And then, because I keep collecting them, Spawn issue 345. The dead zones are open, and Spawn has become wildly outnumbered. Time to pull out the big guns. Literally. Okay, that's a nice cover. I like that.
I won't ask you about what's going on in it because I know that you are like 300 issues behind.
I am. I try and read one a day, and I forget. We've got Beyond's Barons. Apparently, King Kong has gone all.
Yeah, what's that got to do with
Cycle.
Spawn?
I don't know. I'm 300 issues behind.
One a day for a year and you'll catch up.
No, why? Because we'll keep bringing more out.
Yeah, but they only bring one out a month, so you will catch up.
Yeah. That was Spawn. It's still Spawn because apparently it didn't go back.
There we go.
Apologies.
Then we have Strange Academy Moon Knight #1.
And Strange Academy. I quite like Strange Academy.
The multiversal math bowl at Brooklyn Visions has some pretty devastating consequences that have brought the Strange Academy kids to Manhattan. Now they've entered the orbit of Moon Knight, is the new villain called the Equation. More than even Moon Knight and his midnight mission can handle. One chapter of a thrilling 3-part saga.
I mean, it's got to be hard for people to come up with cool names now because most of them are taken.
Yeah, but the Equation.
Yeah. So that's the A cover.
Well, I suppose like lots of kids hate algebra, so
That's true.
that would be a villain to most school kids, I imagine.
Got the Julian Shaw variant.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes. Yeah. And the Ramos connecting variant.
I wonder what it
yawning.
connects to. I wonder if like it connects to the next episode or like the next.
I think there is more to these, obviously. I know there's a Spider-Man coming out, so.
Well, it does say that there's 3. This is a 3-parter, so I wonder if it's 3 that connect or whether
3
it's
connecting covers. Why did you have to say no? No, I want connecting covers.
Well.
Anywho, moving on to the final one on the pull list. It's me, innit? Yeah, I should know. Anyway, the Night Crawling Wallcrawler. On the darkest of days, he is the spark in the shadows. After the devastating events of the Hellfire Gala, Kurt Wagner is on the run and having the time of his life, swashbuckling about NYC in disguise. The uncanny Wallcrawler sets aside his mutant angst and dedicates himself to the hero's life, saving civilians, hanging with fellow Wallcrawlers, battling baddies, and hunting down the best pizza on the planet. But he can't ignore the mutant plight forever. Cy Spurrier, and Lee Garbutt launched a joyful, sexy series that will shake Nightcrawler to his foundations and have a hell of a good time doing it. That does sound like good.
It's a joyful, sexy series.
Indeed. So that's the A cover. I quite like the A cover.
Yeah, I do quite like the A cover. It is quite nice.
We've got Lee Garbutt's Virgin variant.
That's quite nice.
Not bad, yeah, that's quite nice.
You can definitely see who it's meant to be. You know, that's a very clearly this is Nightcrawler.
The Sam De La Rosa variant.
Yeah, it's okay. That's not my kind of cover.
Watcher Window Shades variant.
That's kind of funny.
It's because it's got a cat.
It's not just because it's got a cat. That's just a little bit funny. That's an amusing cover.
And then Scotty Young.
Yeah, that's good.
That is good. I like good Scotty Young.
I do like that.
And that is on my list.
Yes, that was
I'm sure Jamie has anything Scotty Young there. He's like, I'm going to get that because I know too.
You know some Scotty Young fans, yes.
Indeed.
Okay, so
that was the pull list.
If you give us just a moment, we will head over to what else is available this week.
So let's have a look at what else has been released this week. And straight coming at you from DC is Nightwing issue 106. And we have
spoken about that one and that one. Then we've got Saga number
66.
66. We talked about those two. Although, let's have a look and see if there's any X-Men annual variant covers.
There is
only
just
one.
the one, and it's the homage to the TV show.
Oh, that's quite a nice cover, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't dislike that.
But let's have a little peek at the description. So, Captain Marvel versus Cyclops. Drawn to the Alaskan wilderness by magic neither of them understand, Captain Marvel and Cyclops duke it out. Agatha Harkness' plan for the Darkhold is slowly taking shape. But will it come at the expense of two of the world's greatest heroes? And what can an energy blasted mutant do against a woman who can absorb the energy of the sun?
Not a lot, I imagine.
No.
She will just absorb those laser eyeballs.
I could have made a comment. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do
About
it.
absorbing balls.
I wasn't going to say anything about balls, but now my mind's gone. You've ruined it. And let's crack on with Wolverine issue 37.
He's fighting the Hulk.
Yeah, apparently so.
Hulk with long hair, by the looks of it. We've already touched on Something is Killing the Children. Then we have Titans number 3. There is a Catwoman number 57. That obviously had the quite nice variant cover.
Yeah, I just want to bring it up again.
Oh, yeah, there's a few nice variant covers there.
That was a variant
Yeah,
cover.
that's the one that made it onto the Keys of the Week. Don't know whether that's going to be available over here, but there are some nice variants there if you're a Catwoman fan.
And if you want to have a look at those yourself, head over to League of Geeks.
We've already looked at Wonder Woman and that lovely...
Did you want that?
I might do.
I will click on the...
Yeah, I quite like that Art Germ variant, to be fair. Oh, it looks like there's some other quite nice variants as well, but... There we go. There's a few quite nice variants there.
Well, you can have another look at that later.
Yes. Oh, there's a Rose Besh. I like that too. I like that one as well. I like that one. There's some nice variants of this book. So that might have to, be coming home with me.
So, carrying on, away from what we've pulled, is Nocterra number 16, Uncanny Avengers number 2, Gunslinger Spawn 24, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 143.
Yeah. We then got Dark X-Men at number 2, Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 38,
Touch
Death
on Captain America
of the Venomverse number 4, and Grimm number 13.
And then you have Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker, The Walking Dead Deluxe issue number 71, and The Vigil number 5. I'm not getting into that.
That was the one with a villain.
A villain. Yes.
We've already talked about Green Lantern, so we've then got Cyborg number 3 coming out. We also have Fish Flies number 2. It feels like it's been a lot.
It's been a while for that one, yeah.
Yeah, because that came out. That was a free comic book day one, was Fish Flies, wasn't it?
So that's been a while, yeah.
But I don't know whether that was like a prequel thing, and then Fish Flies number 1 was like last month, and then Fish Flies 2.
I don't know.
We then had the Bone Orchard Mythos Tenement number 4.
We've got Harley Quinn, Black, White and Red Out issue number 3. Time Before Time 27. The other books here we have talked about.
Yeah. I think we are starting to descend. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Crosby Stranger Things number 3, because apparently they've managed to make 3 books about that now.
Yep.
Kaya number 11. We have Red Sonja number 3. She really needs to put some clothes on. That is not appropriate armor. That is not gonna, unless that is like really magical armor, that is not gonna protect you very much unless you get shot in the nip. You know, shoot you anywhere else, you're gonna die. Shoot you in the nip, you're fine.
You realise it's meant to be fantasy, so there's no guns.
How? You can get shot with an arrow. They can stab you.
True.
Do not be St. Agnes and have your boobs sliced off. Pretty sure it was Agnes. Gargoyles, Dark Ages number 3, and The Forged number 4.
Yeah, we spoke about Quackenbush. They
We're
have
hitting the weird indie
Ronin book
books now.
Ronin book 2 number 4, June House Harkonnen number 9, Disney Villains Hades number 2, Earth Divers number 10, Antarctica 3. We are hitting the ship here.
Yeah, we are descending into the weirdness.
Click, click, boom.
Click, click, boom!
Sirens of the City.
I genuinely glanced at that and was like, what's that about cats? And it's like, oh no, it's a city.
Fucking cats.
Cats, yes. In Hell We Fight is coming out.
Why is that not on the pull list?
I don't know.
It should be.
That should be on my pull list. I do like that one. Hunted by demons, monsters, giants, and vengeance fiends. And yet, the biggest danger they face is one another. Life in hell ain't no walk in the park.
Mhm.
So, I've read the first couple. I have enjoyed it yet again. Last month's one has not been read yet. But yeah, I have been enjoying that. It's quite light-hearted. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't read any, so.
No, that
Take
is
it from
one that
her.
I have enjoyed.
And then anyone who likes Top Cow Productions,
Top Cow.
Haunt You to the End number 4, Terrible 6, Travelling to Mars number 8 from Ablaze, Boom Studios Wild's End number 4.
Yeah, that always has cute little animal covers. I don't quite understand what it is, but
I'm not getting
clearly
to
it's
it.
got some kind of animals in it.
Vault Comics Money Shot Comes Again.
Really?
The Lonesome Hunters, The Wolf Child number 3 from Dark Horse. Image is giving you Scrapper number 3. That's a dog, isn't it? Yeah, that's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about old Jack Kirby and his Star Warriors.
Yeah, and The Witcher.
We've got Immortal Sergeant number 9 from Image. Viz Media with My Hero Academia.
That famous comic book studio, Viz Media.
Yeah. And Rebellion has 2000 AD.
Oh, look, if you keep going down, they don't even have covers to give you.
No, but you do have the Rumpus Room. And here is.
I don't want the Rumpus Room. Thank you very much.
Panya, the Mummy's Curse. Chilling Adventures presents Madam Satan, Hell on Earth 1 from Archie Comics.
That sounds so happy and wholesome.
Dynamite's Pathfinder Wake the Dead. And
We've already
Dynamite's
talked about
Vix number 4.
Yeah, we've already talked about Junior Baker.
Well, it gives me high hope for Junior Baker when he's near the bottom of the list with the rest of the shit.
Yeah.
Comic
Shop News.
Comic Shop News, yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Back issue 147 from Tomorrow's.
This is just... I'm not really feeling this. Although, Myths and Legends Quarterly Holmes number 1 does look like it's got quite a nice cover.
It does indeed.
From, again that
we're
well-known comic book studio, Xenoscope.
These are mostly just all your indie books.
Yeah.
A few of these have been on the Keys of the Week, as we've seen.
We're still not at the bottom. This seems a very... Oh, look, there's Be My Villain.
There it is, yeah. There's a few Archie comics here.
Yeah.
Titan books. Blood Moon comics, never heard of you. Shueisha. I'm assuming it's Japanese, maybe Korean.
Yeah.
Acolyte. Fantasy Comics number 5. I mean, you yourselves can go in and look at these from League of Geeks. I suggest you don't. But there's nothing here that would really pique my interest.
Rainy Summer Day from Piao Studio. That looks like a children's book.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that.
That does not look like something that would be a comic book.
No.
To be fair, the only reason I wanted you to reach the bottom of this list was to see if My Murders by Mail is out this week, because it feels like a long time since the first one came out.
Spoiler alert, issue 2 and issue 3 are out next week.
That might explain why it's felt like a long time since
it has, because someone's fucked up with issue 2.
And it should have been out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so issues 2 and 3 made them up by mail.
Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a pretty cheap week for me. I've got 2 definite books, and then I will probably get
now you've got
at least 1 copy of Wonder Woman.
1, 2,
So potentially 4 books for
3,
me.
4.
Yeah, potentially 4 for me.
You got to get
and
all
quite
these
a lot
for
for
me.
you. Yeah.
Damn it.
It's a slightly pricier the week than I thought it was going to be, because I was expecting it to be a very cheap week where I didn't have anything, or I only had Hawk Girl. So we have found a couple more to add to my pile so that it's not a ridiculously cheap week. But yeah, having looked at what is out this week, I can understand why we had some really, really random stuff on the keys of the week, because there's not a lot of big name books with big titles out this week. There's not like a lot
No,
of,
not really.
there's not a lot of first.
Not a lot of first appearances.
No, like
all first issues.
Yeah, not a lot of first issues out this week. Other than Predator and Wolverine and your Uncanny Spider-Man. They're probably your big 2 that are the new ones out this week. Although I'm
they're
surprised,
definitely investment books.
I'm a little bit surprised that Strange Academy didn't make it, for the fact that it's a
Moon Knight. Yeah,
it's a number 1. I'm surprised that didn't make it onto the keys of the week, considering some of the stuff that did. But
true.
hey.
But then I feel like they have to throw these indie books out there now and again, otherwise these people will never sell their books.
True. They do need to sort of, and we went through that phase where we hardly had any, like we had
Marvel,
no indie
DC,
books for
a
little while, didn't we? For a few weeks where there was no indies on the list. So
that is very true.
Hey, then maybe they're making up for it by sticking a load of indies on that are just really random. But hey ho, they might actually turn out to be really great books. You never know.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yeah, me too. But hey.
I will call a fucking turd a turd, and they are turds. But away from the indie madness, I think that is it from us this week. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Those of you on Spotify, I hope you've enjoyed listening. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.